Mary Landrieu, a former Democratic senator from Louisiana, is now representing an oil pipeline company and is influencing the permitting process. This article came out in ibtimes.com. It's just another example of how, if anyone's like, oh, only the Republicans are doing evil business with the oil companies. Oh, no. This is another great Democrat representing all of the fine working class people, just as FDR did. Mary Landrieu, who represented the state of Louisiana, was a former Democratic U.S. Senator from 1997 to 2015, is a registered lobbyist for the Louisiana Coastal Protection and Restoration Authority, an entity within the office of the governor with a mandate to, quote, develop, implement, and enforce a comprehensive coastal protection and restoration master plan. Oh, that's cool. Coastal protection. I'm all for that. But she's also a paid consultant for Energy Transfer Partners. We know these gang. These are the pipeline folks. The majority owner and operator of a proposed crude oil pipeline, which needs CPRA approval before completing the last leg of the project. Landrieu, who has a history of supporting the oil and gas industry, well, that's weird, told an angry crowd of Louisiana residents that pipelines are currently the best way to transport crude oil. Shifting away from fossil fuels, quote, might happen one day, but that's not today. So the question before us is how to move this product as carefully as possible, she told. Oh, God. See what they do. See what the oil company does. We were talking about this yesterday on the Super Chat. This is what they do. They keep talking like getting off of oil it's down the road. I'd love to do it, but it's just down the road. I can't. Yeah, you can. That's all. There's solar panels. There's money into it. China is spending hundreds of billions of dollars on it. It's an industry that could give many Louisianians, don't know how to say that, Louisianians, people from Louisiana, I'm sorry, give them jobs. And they always play this game. Oh, it's just, look, I'd love to get off oil, but we just can't right now. So in the meantime, they just completely discard not using oil, not building pipelines. They can't have that anywhere in their vocabulary. They always just make it down the road and we're not there yet. Bullshit. You sellout. You filthy Democratic sellout. Right? This is going to sound weird. After retiring from Congress, she took the lobbying job. About half of former U.S. senators go through the revolving door into lobbying after leaving office. Landrieu is a federal lobbyist trying to influence her former colleagues in Washington with the law firm Van Ness Feldman. She represents a variety of clients, including oil and gas company Noble Energy, for which she lobbies on oil and gas exploration, Xavier University, and a cigar trade group. Remember when we talked, I've done stories last year about the infiltration of the corporate state into universities. Xavier University uses the same law firm that works with oil companies. You don't think they're paying some professors or move the curriculum this way or hiring an oil person to be on the board of trustees for a big university or something? That's all that backdoor deal has done. God. Landrieu registered for lobby for the CPRA, and in that year's third quarter, she represented CPRA seeking laws and executive branch policies that expedite the permitting of state projects to protect and restore the Louisiana coast. Meanwhile, so she's not protecting the coast at all. That is not her priority, not when the Energy Transfer Partners pay her a bunch of money, probably a nice 6, maybe even a 7-figure income. Meanwhile, as an Energy Transfer Partners consultant, she's been making the case for the pipeline's completion. In January 17, she began testifying on behalf of Energy Transfer Partners. In February, Landrieu wrote an opinion piece for The Advocate explaining her support for the pipeline. Landrieu did not respond to a request by IBT for an interview. The final 163-mile segment of the pipeline would cut through the Atchafalaya Basin, a National Heritage Site in America's largest natural swamp. Pipeline opponents say the environmental damage would be catastrophic should the pipeline leak into the... Let's try to make them safe. They know there's going to be some leaks. There will be leaks. So if you live in Louisiana, you're going to have leaks in this largest natural swamp. It will happen. It's a foregone. It's going to happen if you let pipelines go down. Energy Transfer Partners said in a statement, "We are excited to have concluded the more than 2-year permitting and planning process and look forward to mobilizing for construction." Thanks. This is like, let us not forget that the Deepwater Horizon explosion in April of 2010 was off the Louisiana coast. So, boy, that Coastal Protection Agency really doing a great job. And when you get oil lobbyists and former Democrats on your wow, it's just ready. They represent the people. It just shows you how corrupt this is. It just shows you how completely corrupt. In a recent investigation into conflicts of interest around the Bayou Bridge pipeline, Robert Galbraith of the Public Accountability Initiative detailed how Energy Transfer Partners and Phillips 66, the other company participating in pipeline venture, previously donated to Landrieu's political campaigns. I'm shocked at that. The company and its executives donated more than $41,000 to her campaigns in 2009 and 2014. See what these companies do? It's literally like, like a shoe company going after a college kid who they think is going to turn pro, and then they're going to make millions of dollars off the college athlete, basketball, football, whatever, that's going to make it in the NBA or NFL. She's a senator. Let's contribute to her campaign so we get some influence for her as a senator. If she retires or loses, well, here we go. Then we got her. Then we'll get her on a coastal board because we're just paying for influence, and she's on this coastal board, and she has all of her DC friends. And look at how this goes, right? In her 2 years in office, Landrieu and Energy Transfer's biggest recipient of campaign cash in Congress, as DeSmog pointed out. ConocoPhillips, which used to own Phillips 66, gave her nearly $40,000 during this period, 2011 to 2014, and the Phillips 66 PAC gave her campaign $10,000. Landrieu supported expediting the Keystone Pipeline, the one that leaked 5,000 barrels of oil in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So if you live in Sioux Falls and you've been affected by this, thank this fine senator from the great state of Louisiana and all the good assholes over at Energy Transfer Partners and those fucksticks at Phillips 66. You're missing a 6. And lifting the moratorium on deepwater drilling that was imposed during Barack Obama's presidency after the major Deepwater Horizon oil spill, the Gulf of Mexico. So even after that horrifying spill, they lifted the moratorium on deepwater drilling. They don't care that there's leaks. They don't care about the cost. They don't care about the bad press. They only care about the oil. Anybody that's gotten a penny from the oil industry is suspect. They're corrupt, and do not trust anything that they say, and vote them out and block them at every term. See if you can vote her off that coastal commission. I don't know how that works in Louisiana, but if you can, get her out of there. Thanks for watching the show, and thanks for not giving your money to those idiots at the cable news companies. Don't be a moron. Keep watching this.